spending a few minutes to talk to us and answer some fanatic questions. How do you feel Toy Fair is going this year so far?
Yeah, it's amazing. I think obviously some new lines introduced. We still have one secret line that we'll announce. Quite make it in time, but I think people are going to freak out and not expect Funko. But overall, great reception to our Five Nights at Freddy entire master toy license, the Rock Candy figures from Barbie and DC Comics. We'll be making those with Marvel as well. And I think that the Barbie reconfiguration to make it more collectible, I thought was pretty well received. And
with the Barbie license, you think that's going to translate over to maybe you think it's just going to be more cool?
No, I do think it is. I think our goal with this is that there are millions of girls who grew up with Barbie and they no longer collect Barbie because they don't collect dolls. And it helps a way to bring that retro look and feel back to the collector in a different, unique way. And I think if it resonates with the Rock Candy and the Blind Box, I think profit can happen.
Okay. Well, and I think that the doors, they seem like that line has really gone well so quickly.
Yeah.
Has that really happened?
It has. We're really excited about the sales. We do a lot of data mining, and we found out that Doors is actually further ahead in its lifespan than Pop was. And we also found that Mystery Minis were further ahead than Pop was. Of everything that Funko's ever done, Doors is my favorite line by a mile. I absolutely love it, and because of that, you will see a constant influx of new licenses. We're going to do lots of low-run exclusives, kind of build that super sense of urgency when a line comes out. But we love it. We love the Doors ride. We have some amazing things in store for Comic-Con that people wait.
Well, is there one license that still is eluding you that you haven't been able to get that you really want?
Yeah, I mean, I would tell you that Nintendo is always at the top of our list. We are really trying hard to finalize a deal with them, maybe as soon as the next week or two. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but if that does happen, and I hope it does, then that's like stay out off the list, and then I'd probably go right down to probably James Bond. I mean, that's always been a personal favorite of mine, so I've always wanted to do so. And now we're running out of ones that we have. I haven't had a chance to check the box off.
Well, I mean, you guys are getting some of the licenses are coming to you, right?
Yeah.
Funko's doing everything you can. So I know that you briefly mentioned, that new line. Is that the Wobbler revamp?
No, that's the second new line. Thank you for reminding me. I think we've shared some top secret images to a couple of fanatics to get some feedback. I think the feedback is very good. A couple of things we're trying to do with the line is make it slightly smaller, lower the price point. We want to be $10 and under on that. It's definitely a different style, look and feel. I think it's a little cuter. It's with a lot of detail, so it's kind of how Funko has evolved. Super cute with a lot of detail, but we showed some Marvel, some NFL, a couple other licenses for some people.
I think that you've really streamlined it a little bit because it seemed like the features were smoother. Yeah, that's how the couple that you showed me. That's why I'm very excited for it myself, being an old school Wobbler person.
Well, I think we're going to pay a little bit of homage to early Funko years and probably bring back some of those original Funko characters like Bone Daddy and El Diablo and
Johnny Fang.
Fang.
I hope so. I'm hoping Johnny Fang.
I guess see some of those in Pop as well.
Well, yeah, I was actually looking forward to hopefully that we'd see, Pops or maybe Doors or, I know that we had that poll that you guys had on the website, so,
there was a reason for that.
I was only able to vote for Johnny Fang once, but I did.
No, there was a reason we had that poll. We wanted to, it's been a while since those characters have been in the forefront of their mind and find out what are the ones that everybody loves the most, and maybe we start from there and work our way down.
Well, I mean, I really love the idea of the Funko shop that you have now. I mean, certain things like that would be perfect for it, so it's, it may be tougher to sell to your retailers, but on the retail store that you have, it could be a big hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, exactly with the first item that you came out with the gruesome,
yes,
that went off right off the bat.
I think you'll see some extremely interesting things around Comic-Con on Funko.com. There'll be one series of dwarves that we're going to do that are monster serial-etic, and you might see 3 of those characters at Comic-Con, and you might see 2 on Funko.com.
Okay, well, actually, I was going to try to weasel my way into the Comic-Con aspect, and of course, find out a little bit more, what you might be planning. But also, of course, the next step from that is, what are we looking at for Fun Days, maybe?
Well, we'll start with Comic-Con, which is, I think this year there's been a shift in how we're going to do our exclusives. And I think this year we're going to really hold back on repaints and glow-in-the-darks and metallics and focus on completely new sculpts for characters that we only create at Comic-Con and we've never seen again. And we're excited about that. And so I think what you'll see is the people that are spending the 3 to 4 hours in line to come to our booth are going to be rewarded by things we've never done before when it comes to creating your own character just for Comic-Con. That's always been a cost issue. No companies do that because it's very expensive to tool. But we're going to do it. We love it. We're committed to it. But I think you'll see all new sculpts. I think on the dwarves you'll see a lot of great new dwarves. And I think you might see a couple of our new lines like Playmobil and this new mystery line I'm talking about have a presence at Comic-Con as well. As far as Fun Days, we got the space next to the space we were at last year, which is still at the Grand Manchester. It's a little bit bigger. We might be able to squeeze maybe another 100 seats in there. I will tell you,
more towards 1,500.
Probably close to 1,500. I think that Mike Becker's doing an amazing job of coming up with some show concepts. We got some new ways to hand out prizes. I think we're going to try to maybe dial down the throwing stuff into the crowd and people getting hurt. We had a couple injuries last year, and make it more of a team, 4 quadrants of the room, and then competitions between tables where everybody gets rewarded. But I can guarantee you there'll be more prizes handed out in this Fun Days than ever before. It's amazing.
Well, you know what? Every year you outdo yourself. That's all I've ever said. I see the same thing every year. So I even said to Mike when he was here the other day, I said, I don't know how you guys are going to do it again, because he was talking a little bit about it. Also, the fact that you guys are branching out even more, not to Comic-Cons, that being at New York Comic-Con this year is really excited about that. And just to start it off with, I think that you guys have streamlined that booth process so well that con, you guys had, it was one of the best.
Yeah,
I was upset I didn't get to see it and maybe spend a couple minutes to talk to you, but they did an amazing job. It was run very smooth, and of course everything ran out. So, but we can only do a certain amount with edition sizes.
Yeah.
Now, are you thinking maybe edition sizes for Comic-Con is going up a little bit?
A little bit. We want to make sure that people that spend the time in the lines are rewarded. I think that you will see some of the things that were put in New York happen in San Diego. That people will not go to get tickets at the booth to get in line. They'll go like about 3 sessions. They'll go upstairs like Hasbro and Lego do. They'll get a ticket to come to the booth, and then they know they're guaranteed a spot in that session, whether it be morning or afternoon or late evening. And I think that's going to be very much like we kind of did with New York. So I think it'll be a little bit of a better process. We're still working on how to get people through the line faster. More edition sizes are going to help out a little bit as well. So I think, we got to better ourselves every year. I think we got to plan in place for that.
Well, it's all trial and error, and I think you guys have streamlined it nicely as much as you can for now.
Yeah.
I mean, when a problem comes up and happens, you guys have dealt with it, where you've changed it around a little bit, and it's definitely helped people not have to wait online or that line go faster. Now, do you think that there'll be a presence for Funko in, a full booth presence at any other cons coming up?
Yeah, we got Emerald State Comic Con, which my understanding is the 3rd largest Comic Con in the United States, next to San Diego and New York. And we've got about 18 or 20 exclusives at that show. A lot of there's a certain theme running through it, but I'll let that play itself out when people see it. But there will be dwarves, there'll be pops there, and there'll have a lot of our Funko artists there. And then I think for the foreseeable future, New York, San Diego, and Seattle will be really what we're doing.
I know that I did see somewhere that you guys were going to have a presence somewhat at C2E2. Now that's probably just going to be the subscription box.
It is, yeah. We're now that we're the official Star Wars, Marvel, DC, and eventually we'll be doing a Disney box. That will be our way of going to a lot of shows during the year, probably about 20 shows a year. And Mark and his team will be out there talking to the fans, sharing what the box is about.
Well, I know that you had said, and you just mentioned too again, that the Disney box. Are there any other that you're thinking of going into for other subscriptions?
No, I think that's it. I think the other things we're going to start doing is we'll start doing some mystery boxes around certain events with certain retailers like GameStop and Hot Topic and Target. So yeah, I think we're happy with 4, and I think the rest will be sporadic opportunities to put some programs together with retailers.
Now, how about you? How about yourself? Have you started collecting anything new recently?
Yeah, well, there's a very big auction going on in Japan right now for a lot of old 1960s tin Batmobile stuff. And I'm working with Falk over at Hot Toys to help me land some Holy Grail items that are unfortunately very expensive but very hard to even get a chance to bid on. I think that's it. As far as, I love the Hot Toys. 12-inch action figures, I think they're the most amazing toy company in the world. But my passion right now is robbing the dwarves as they come in from China for the first time and taking them off of artist desks and putting them in my collection. And I love the dwarves rides, and I think it's just such a fun line. I love the size, I love the price point, I love the cars are so much cuter and squished down. I think you're going to see a bunch of...
you guys have done an awesome job with the rides. The cars, that Batmobile, fantastic. Even just the Wonder Woman Invisible Cat, they look fantastic.
We've got some amazing things up our sleeve when it comes
Man of my words. Well, speaking of amazing things and talking about fun days at home, what can we expect to see Freddy Funko in? Anything soon? Any dwarves?
I think you might see Freddy as a dwarf, or 2 Freddys as a dwarf, or maybe even 3 Freddy as dwarves. I think you're going to see that. I think you're going to see...
I think a set of mystery minis would look awesome, maybe for the Funko store.
I don't know if that will happen this year, but I will tell you that for the Funko store, we have some brand new Freddy Funko sculpts that are amazing in pop. And they're amazing sculpts, completely new character, but it's Freddy as a pop in 3 different new disguises that are solely available at the Funko.com store. So we're excited about that, and we're excited about Freddy finding a way to become a dwarf.
I would definitely be excited for that. Minis, even some more Hikari, anything.
See you soon. Congratulations.
Good year this year, right?
You too, buddy. See you.
So now, I noticed one thing when I was looking over the booth, that you just had a very small section of Hikari.
Yeah.
Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing for us Hikari collectors?
It is not indicative of what we've got in development. The thing about Hikari is it's a different kind of molding process and a different kind of production process. We really don't get to see the Hikari until Line Style pulls them out, shows us the cute, amazing color variations. We pick them and we produce them. So there's not a lot of advanced samples being sent. But I can tell you that of all the Hikari we've done, the Disney ones are selling amazingly well. The Stitch and the Buzz Lightyear have been utterly amazing. The Mickey Mouse has been amazing. So I think you're going to see some Star Wars Episode 7 that we're developing, some more Marvel. You're going to see a Captain America for his 75th birthday. You're going to see more Disney. And we've got a couple other wacky Hikari licenses.
Well, I had a lot of people ask me questions about it to ask you, and I thought also, I think you've built that excitement level up. So every Friday, everybody is looking for Hikari Friday, and they want to see what's going to be new, and they're waiting for that moment when it drops. So it's a good idea just to keep that excitement flowing. You don't want to put too much out there.
No, I think we don't want to show people in advance until it's actually released on Hikari Friday. So I think that's why you see really nothing new, just kind of a way to show the lineup.
Now we talked about dwarves, but the Mopies, how are they taking on?
Yeah, Mobius has done amazing. I think what we're trying to do there is hit a very cute plush with a very good price point of $7.99. They've done so well that we've come up with a Pop plush line that look like Pop sitting down with the rounded rectangle head, body with the head ratio, and those would be a $9.99 item. And we also have a bigger one. I think it's $24.99. They're really cute. They're on display here for the first time.
I've had a lot of people ask me the pictures I took too already.
Yeah. So we're excited about that line, but yeah, we're going to continue to dedicate to the Mopies and still come out with some fabrications as well. But overall, plush has done very well for us.
Great. Now, just a couple of things. I'll let you get back to you. I know you're real busy. A lot of people have asked about so many pop lines about the continuations of it. With the possibilities of Batman, the '66 one. If we're going to see another series of that, I mean, there's so many characters that would look awesome. I think that my favorite would be, you may not think to do it, but an Egghead. It would be, it would be perfect for a pop. I mean,
I think it's safe to say in 2016 you will see a couple more Batman '66. I think you'll see some Batman animated series as well. And we're working on a little bit of a surprise for Batman. We love just coming up with our original Batman in a million different ways. We've got some stuff going on with that as well. But yeah, I do think you will see Batman '66 and animated Batman series for sure this year.
That's awesome. I know that we had actually Craig wanted me to ask, Alley Cat on the board. He wanted me to ask, since the success that you guys had with the Conan and the Stan Lee, are we going to see any kind of other celebrity pops maybe?
I think so. I think what you're going to see is some more Conan pop for Comic-Con. We are going to do a couple more Stan Lee pops for sure in different uniforms with new exclusive outfits. We're toying around with the idea of like a director series. I mean, this is Brian Fuller Pop limited edition from the guy from Hannibal, Paul Feig, who is doing the new Ghostbusters. They did Spy, and he did Heat with Melissa McCarthy and Sandra Bullock, and he did Bridesmaids. We'd love to do a pop of him. And so maybe we start with some amazing directors that we all admire, and I think that I think that's going to be a really fun thing.
It's great. Well, that was the thing about real people pops. Everybody's been looking for real people pops, and actually maybe more. I know we had said last year. You had said maybe we'll see more pop rocks. Things like that. Like,
there's going to be a big
now that we've had a bad year for losing a couple of rock stars, so people
I will tell you,
are looking for like David Bowie and they want Lemmy. And
I will tell you that we are doing a Lemmy pop and we're doing a Lemmy vinyl item. We're still trying to work with the Bowie estate to get that done, but there are some really fun new music licenses like Amy Winehouse and Metallica and a bunch of other iconic rock and music acts that will make their way into the pop world and the vinyl idols, where we think it's a great fit with vinyl idols and some of their characters, their looks. And I think one thing that we are going to do too, which is a little bit different than Pop Real People, is we're coming up with a line. We're going to hit social media pretty soon with a chance for the fans to interact on a new line called Pop Pets. And what it is going to be all the wonderful different dogs, breeds of dogs and cats. Have people vote for their favorites, and we're going to do a charitable contribution to the Humane Society on that. And we've got a partner like Hot Topic that can't wait to support that. And people love animals, and we think we can do, a British Bulldog and a Shih Tzu and I have all these different wonderful dog breeds and cat breeds. I'm a dog person in a Pop Pets line, but make it a charitable way of getting that across. I think we're excited about that. And I think that's going to happen around summertime.
So for Comic-Con, maybe we'll see something.
You might see something.
That's awesome. So you are going to expand more and more with the Funko Shop then, too?
Yeah.
FunkoShop.com?
Yeah, we're excited because we want to create apparel and hats and small run random things. I think you're going to see some my affinity for Hanna-Barbera come out a little bit and on funkoshop.com. I think you'll see a lot of like small, low-run dwarves come out on funkoshop.com. So we're excited about growing that. I think we're not excited about trying to compete with our retail partners. We just want to make it exclusive and fun. And if you want to wear your Funko Pride or your Pop Pride, there'll be an opportunity for that as well.
Well, I think you guys have been knocking it out with the t-shirts, the designs have been fantastic. I know that with the success of them, you think possibly we'll start seeing maybe some dwarves tees?
So I think you probably would start seeing something like that on Funko.com as well. But yeah, we're excited of trying to put our stamp on apparel. We obviously bought Mike Becker's apparel company. We are looking to acquire a very large licensed apparel company as well. It's going to help us grow what we do as a company. And I think you're going to continue to see things that only can get at funkoshop.com that are like Funko branded or Pop branded or Dwarves branded. So we're excited about that.
Well, a lot of us old timers are excited just in general that we have Mike back with Funko.
Yeah.
We could have, especially that I believe that he's been doing most of, he's doing the apparel stuff.
Yeah, Mike's done all the Mike and his team have done, and Mike runs all that. Is coming up with great ideas for the apparel. He's also doing a whole line of Funko lanyards that we're coming out with three-dimensional PVC pop figures on the lanyards. He's doing our new blind bag series of buttons, and he's his company, and they're doing some Cardinal Games is doing pop not trading cards, but playing cards for like playing poker and
right.
And those are amazingly designed, and Mike and his team did that. So I love Mike. I think he's a creative genius, and I think it's great that he's back on.
Yeah, a lot of us do. Like I said, the other day I got to talk to him. It was great to just talk to him and talk Funko again.
Yeah.
So it's great to have him back with the company. Brian, I really appreciate you spending the time talking to us. Like I said, we're looking forward to everything that's coming in the next year. I mean, I think you've blown it away with what we have here at the booth, the new stuff, the old stuff, and I'm very excited. I can't wait to see what we're going to have for bobbleheads and wobbles.
It's going to be, you guys are going to love it.
There's a lot of us that have been, everybody was a little bit skeptical at first when all the other new lines came out. But I had a feeling that every once in a while we'd come back around to it somehow.
Yeah, I think what we saw from, we put a lot of effort into Doctor Who and Star Wars Episode 7, and the sales numbers just weren't there, right? And that's disappointing because we think the bubbles turned out amazing, and we think part of it was price point. They sell for $13, $14, and I think part of it is Funko has evolved, and the collectors have evolved into things that are whimsical and fun and stylized. And our current Wacky Wobblers are on model, but just with super deformed heads. And I think what I showed you is a different take, a way to stylize it more contemporary versus old school, lower that price point, brand it different, package it different, but hit some of the same licenses over again, and create a new way of looking at it. We're excited. We're definitely going to give it a very big push in 2016.
Well, a lot of people are looking forward to it, and we're excited. Like I said again, thank you for taking the time to talk to us and answering a lot of fanatic questions. It's always a pleasure every year to get a chance to talk to you about it, and I hope to see you in San Diego. I know you'll be there, but I'm not sure if I will. I can't miss one.
No.
It'll be 13 years.
No, I don't want that to happen.
Gotta love it. All right, Brian, thanks a lot. Okay, guys. Well, that's it. I tried to fit in as many questions from everybody at the board as I could, and so that's it from Toy Fair. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys got some questions answered about Funko, and I will add the video of all the products to this, so you can just seamlessly go right through the whole process at Toy Fair. All right, see you next year.